Terrific. Well, good morning. Good morning to everybody, and thank you for being here. First off, I would like to recognize some of the leaders that we have gathered with us here this morning, including Fernando Lopez from the San Diego LGBT Pride, Barbara Blake from the San Diego Equality Business Association. We have local LGBT business owners, including two who will share their stories today, and many members of my LGBT advisory committee, including our co-chairs, Susan Jester and Nicole Murray Ramirez. We're here today because San Diego is a proud city, proud of the diversity that can be found throughout our many vibrant neighborhoods, proud of the compassion that we have for one another, and proud of the fact that we cherish what all San Diegans uniquely bring to the table. And pride is a demonstration of our commitment to fight for equality and justice. And it is a celebration of the creativity and the culture and the camaraderie of the LGBT community and its many allies. This weekend, San Diego will host the 44th annual Pride Parade and Festival, which will likely be the biggest celebration yet. And I'm told that there's been an increase in ticket sales of 65% from last year alone. That's incredible. We will have up to 300,000 visitors come from all over the world to partake in this exciting event. San Diego Pride is one of San Diego region's largest events, contributing millions of dollars to our local economy each year. Dollars that support local jobs, local businesses, and local needs like road repairs, public safety, and neighborhood improvements. And it's an opportunity to celebrate the contributions the LGBT community members make to our city each and every day, and to reflect on the progress that has been made over the years to create a nation that is more inclusive, and reminds us, despite how far we've come, of the struggles LGBT community members across the country still face each and every single day. In San Diego, we are moving the ball forward. We have set a national example of what it means to be an inclusive and an affirming city. That's why I'm proud to march in this year's parade, as I have along every single year, alongside thousands of San Diegans to celebrate and value and honor our LGBT community. We will continue to show the world that it doesn't matter if you're gay or straight, male or female, it's your character that matters most. It's your ability to accept others for who they are. And it's your right to have the same protections and freedoms as anyone else. So this weekend, let us all come together as a community, as friends, and as neighbors, and share our pride as one San Diego. And now I'd like to introduce Fernando Lopez, who's our Executive Director of the San Diego LGBT Pride. Been a busy individual, particularly this week. So Fernando, come on up and say a few words, please.
Thank you. It's a well-known fact that the first Pride in San Diego was led by only a few dozen people at a time in our city when there was no support from our mayor, and when it was legal in this state to lobotomize gay men. That time was not that long ago. But that defiant group of pioneers helped to grow our community and this small local nonprofit into what is now one of the largest single-day civic events in the region, bringing in over 250,000 people every year. And we are now one of the most philanthropic prides in the world, donating over $2.5 million to LGBT-serving organizations. In 2014, when our attendance was only 100,000 people, our economic impact to the city was $11 million. We've grown since then. We are anticipating a 65% increase in attendance this year based on early ticket sales, attracting millions more this year in tourism dollars and helping to support the local economy. This year, we're already tracking over 500 cities from around the world will be visiting San Diego Pride. While much has changed since those early days, we know that in 30 states, you can still be fired for being LGBT, losing your income, your health insurance, and the roof over your head. While we know that the hyper-political climate is not only leading to a rise in hate and violence against our community, it's denying us more than just cakes. It's giving people, everyday citizens, social license to prevent life-saving services and care to the LGBT community. It is far past time for Congress to pass the Equality Act and give LGBTQ people equal rights in this country once and for all. History and data tell us that businesses run best when they center diversity and inclusion efforts and when they serve all people. This weekend, San Diego Pride will welcome all people, and together we will celebrate and persist with pride. Thank you.
Thank you. Now I'd like to turn it over to Barbara Blake, the Chief Executive Officer for the San Diego Equality Business Association. Barbara?
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you. And so I'd like to put a little bit of numbers to what the mayor had to say and also speak a little bit with regard to the value of the LGBTQ community to San Diego and to the U.S. So I'll tell you a little bit about our organization. So we were founded in 1979. We're considered the LGBTQ and Allied Chamber of Commerce. And so the organization was founded in 1979. So you know that it was founded in the closet. It was founded by less than 24 people. Back then, no one wanted to do business with anyone who was gay or lesbian. And so they just wanted to get together and do business together. And I can say that no one was thinking about the collective economic value of our community. Well, if you spend any time in politics or in business, you know that money talks. And now, more than ever, the private and the public sector have really taken notice of the financial benefits of the LGBTQ community. And so, in many ways, our dollar is as strong as our vote at the ballot box. We have fought hard on many battles to secure our rights in the name of equality. The recent Supreme Court Masterpiece Cake Shop decision brought our rights as consumers and business owners, as contributors to America's economy, to the forefront. We realize that true equity and ability to bring about change to our community lies with our economic power. Our buying power and our impact on the economy has given us tremendous leverage to advance political advocacy and human rights. As it is true with our social visibility, our economic visibility is essential in building a diverse and inclusive society. And the power of the LGBTQ dollar is becoming more visible every day. You seem to have lost the page. Oh, thank you. Sorry about that. So, as I said, until quite recently, and quite recently is the last 5 to 7 years, no one had seriously considered the economic equality of LGBTQ people or the economic impact that we could have on our equality movement. With over 1.4 million LGBTQ business owners supporting our cause, we have seen the LGBT community even earn its place at the table of economic opportunity. While LGBTQ spending power highlights our market value, the jobs, the tax revenues, the profits we create as employers and entrepreneurs define our full economic value to America and San Diego. And we are just beginning to scratch the surface of that potential. If the total contributed value of the estimated 1.5 million American LGBTQ business owners is considered, our impact to the economy is over $1.7 trillion. That would make LGBTQ Americans the 10th largest economy in the world. For a little perspective, that's bigger than the economies of Australia, Canada, and South Korea combined. So that's the United States, but let's talk a little bit about San Diego. So in San Diego, the LGBTQ's buying power is $10 billion. That's what we spend in San Diego and our economic impact. And that is the people that live here. It does not include the fact that San Diego is a LGBTQ vacation destination. And so the amount of money that tourists bring to this community definitely adds to that $10 billion. And so we believe that it's very important, again, that we use that money to assure our equality. And so this year, in collaboration with Pride, with the center, and our community, we're beginning a campaign called Buy LGBTQ. And we're encouraging our LGBT community and our allies to think about how they use their wallets. What is in your wallet? Power, equality, diversity, inclusion. How you use that dollar basically is how you use your power. Just like when you go into the voting booth in November and you decide who you're going to vote for. It's as equal as that. And so we encourage all San Diegans who share our values to come and celebrate with us this weekend, but to definitely think about how you are using your economic power to make San Diego a more diverse and friendly and lovable place. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Barbara, thank you very much. It's now my pleasure to introduce the general manager and co-owner of Inside Out San Diego, a part of the Mo's Universe Group, Paris Quillon. Paris, where are you? Come on over here.
Hello. All right, you got a drag queen up this early, so you know it's good. Good morning and happy San Diego Pride. I never get tired of saying that because I do see this as a celebration worth embracing. When I was asked to participate this morning, it didn't take much thought as to whether or not I wanted to be here and sing the praises of the amazing things San Diego Pride has done for our San Diego LGBTQ community. My name is Eris Kyon, but to my community, I go by Paris Takumi Max. I've been active in our community for 14 years as a drag entertainer, nightlife personality, philanthropist, and activist. More recently, I became the general manager and a co-owner of a new restaurant and lounge under the Mo's Universe Group called Inside Out San Diego. Shameless plug, if you haven't been, please go. As a business person in our local community, events like San Diego Pride offer so much opportunity, not only for direct revenue during all of the festivities, but as well as business for years to come. The tourism this week attracts, opens doors for us to show not only our local guests, but our out-of-town guests, the fabulous experience Inside Out and Urban Mo's and the Mo's Universe Group has to offer. Being able to highlight the beautiful local businesses we have in Hillcrest to an audience of that capacity is something that I know that other fellow business owners don't take for granted. I could go on and list the financial benefits with dollar signs, numbers, charts, and graphs, but I see the economic success within a community like Hillcrest a little bit differently. I see it as a circle of life kind of way where one thing connects and supports the other. Our individual successes blend into mutual success, which in turn helps us give back to the community that we all love so much. From the San Diego LGBT Community Center to Mama's Kitchen, through our numerous scholarship programs, as well as our housing programs, to name a few. The ripple effect that our community thrives from has no limits. So yes, from a business point of view, I am thankful daily for the hard work that San Diego Pride does to help make us all a success. But even more importantly, as an LGBT person born and raised in San Diego, I am thankful for what Pride has done for me personally. At 14 years old, my mother dropped myself, my cousin, and a friend off on the corner of Laurel Street and 6th Avenue, gave me money for our tickets and spending cash, kissed me on the forehead from across the center console, and told us to be safe and have fun. A gay child with not much positive references to homosexuality, I pranced into this colorful festival with my chin up high rather than its usual down. I was smiling from ear to ear, with my arms linked with my cousins and my friend. My eyes couldn't stop spinning while looking around and taking everything in. Happiness all around. LGBT people and their friends, LGBT people with their parents, LGBT people with their partners, LGBT people with their families, LGBT families. Wow. It was in that instance that I knew I was going to be okay. So if you, San Diego Pride, was able to do that for one child who is now standing in front of you today, imagine all the other ones who have not yet to have this opportunity to thank you. So thank you. At no point do I want to downplay the importance of Pride's economic footprint on our city. I just wish to highlight that San Diego Pride is successful and necessary in more ways than one. Thank you very much for having me this morning, and I'll leave you with a small reminder that while yes, Pride is a celebration of the steps we've made in true equality, It's also a time to remember those who've helped bring us here and what actions we have to take to continue on their legacy. It is also a time to remember that until all the letters in L, G, B, and T are moving forward in equality, our work is never done. Happy San Diego Pride, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Oh.
Well, thank you. And now we'll hear from Joe Mock, who's the Chief Executive Officer for the Pride Resource Partners. Joe?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Good morning, everyone. I moved to San Diego as an immigrant from Germany 21 years ago, and started out with a small firm in Point Loma. And for 14 years, I worked for this firm and felt discriminated in the workplace. I never said anything about it, but discrimination looks different. Sometimes, it was just simple things, simple words, and you just don't feel comfortable. So at one point, I decided I cannot take it any longer, and I quit my job. And I decided, okay, this is going to be a jumping point. Where am I going to go from here? And so I heard about the California Public Utilities Commission, who has initiated a new order, Order 156, classifying LGBTQ community leaders as a DBE group that should be supported in California to provide services under this order to the public utilities. Being an LGBT, hold on guys, sorry about that. So anyhow, I was able to secure this kind of certification. I'm married to a man, and that helped a lot to get the certification, and I urge you all to do it. I started Pride Resource Partners at the end of 2015 with one employee, me, but I promised the government that I'm going to have 250 employees by the end of 2020. So I won the Cal Competes tax credit because of these efforts. Pride Resource Partners is a professional project management company providing services to the public utilities and other commercial entities. And we're providing those, and we are specializing in large-scale construction projects and the support of those projects. Being proud doesn't have to be just outside the workplace. And I think Pride Resource Partners is a great representation of that. Our community deserves our support, and I was blessed and be able to give back to the community. The first thing I did after I started my own firm is create an LGBTQ scholarship in perpetuity forever at Miracosta College. I urge you to look it up, and anybody who knows anybody who needs a scholarship should go to Miracosta College and apply for that scholarship. From that point on, our success has excelled. We are now at 40 employees and growing. We are now being able to provide sponsorships and participation with local organizations, including the Trevor Project. You probably may be familiar with it. We also support Bridging Heart, Mama's Kitchen, Habitat for Humanity, City of Hope, any courses that I believe help our community. When Barbara asked me, thank you Barbara, to participate this year again in the Gay Pride Parade, I did not hesitate to show my support. As a matter of fact, I will be walking side by side with my employees to show pride. The Pride festivities represent what this country should all be about: inclusion, acceptance, and love. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you so much, Joe. Thank you very much. Again, thank you, all of the folks for coming out here today, and all of us as we continue to speak out about the importance of equality and acceptance, not only today and this weekend because of Pride and the Pride Festival, but every day. It represents the best of San Diegans. With that, I will close by saying happy 2018 LGBT Pride San Diego. Looking forward to a great, fantastic weekend, and all of us will be available one-on-one for questions. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.